Alright, g'day, it's Ron here again, and I'm just going to do some basic maths, pretty basic maths, on how to be profitable in heads-up sit-and-goes. Most of us that play heads-up sit-and-goes probably haven't bothered to do this sort of a study, so anyway, we'll get into it, and if you're interested, good, and if you're not, well, bad luck. I'm interested in it because I've played now 8,000 games at the hyperturbo sit-and-goes. I win more than half of them and I'm losing money, and that just pisses me off. So I'm going to figure out why, and we'll go from there. So just a moment. This is Poker Stars. It's a hyperturbo heads-up sit-and-go, and if I click on the register button. And come on, it's going to take a week. Alright, you'll see that the buy-in here is $1.43 and the rake is 7 cents. Right, so that's all we're interested in that. So let's just get out of this now. Now we put in buy-in 1.43 and then we put below it rake 0.07. Okay, and just move that back a bit so it's neat. Now, therefore, if we buy in 100 times, we spend $143. Okay, so times 100 equals $143. And if we pay rate then of times 100 equals $7. Okay, so we've got $7. Oops, $7. Now, when we win, if we win, we get paid 2.86 by 100 equals $286. Okay, now so we've spent 143 plus 7. Oh, hang on. Let's just add them together because it is 107 equals $150. Okay. So we spent $150. Okay, and let's play 100 games. And if we won the 100 games, we'd make 286. Now, as you can see, we don't double up, we make less than double, because if we doubled up, we'd make 150, and there'd be no rake. Alright, so that means we make less than 100% when we win a game. And that's the problem. So, how many games do we have to win before we break even? So we spent 150. Now currently I win 51.1. Alright, so if I multiply that by 2.86 equals, and we'll cheat because I'm dumb, we'll bring up the calculator, stay over here, and we'll go 51.1 times 0.86 equals $146. 146. Alright? So doesn't that suck? So what am I losing? I'm actually making $3 over the buy-in in those 51.1 games. But I'm losing $4 every time I play 100 games. Alright, now my Sharkscope account said I was losing 3 cents, which means I'm losing $3 in 100 games. So I must have been about 51.2. Anyway, so there we go. So how many do we have to win before we break even? So we want to say we want to make just 150 straight. So we'll try it, 52. If we win 52 games out of 100, 2%, it's not much. We'll see what we get. Times 2.86. Okay, and we'll do it in here. So 52 times 2.86 equals 148. Now, doesn't that suck, eh? Look, you thought it would have been winning. It's not. We've got 148.72. So 52% is not winning. Now, the interesting thing here is that when I get coaching and that, I'm taught that I should go all in with pocket twos. So let's just clear all this. Now, every time we're all in, I think what we're being currently coached is incorrect. For instance, we put pocket twos there, and we put ace king here, for instance, and we evaluate. Pocket twos make 52.649% versus ace king. Alright, now, if we go to 52.649, and just to leave out all the middle work, we'll just see what that gives us. Yeah, then we want 2.6 times 52 point, what was it? Damn, didn't mean to turn it off. There it is. 649 equals just over break even. Well, I guess that's the case then. So pocket twos is 150.576. So we're just over break even playing pocket twos. Okay, well, if we're just over break even playing pocket twos, then clearly ace king sucks. So if we have a look at ace king, it only wins 47.351% of the time. So let's just see what would happen in it when we do ace king. So I'll just mark that one as pocket twos. Alright. And, oh, I've written that wrong. I'll just fix that. And alright, what have I done wrong? Let's do that again. I've written it completely wrong. It's 150.576. Okay, there we go. Sorry for that. Bit dumb. Alright, so now we're going to do ace king. And we'll clear. So we're doing 47.351. 7.351 times 2.86 equals. Now, look at that. What a losing fucking hand. Equals was 135.5 sorry, dollar sign on that, and this is 47%. Alright, now that's great. Now what if, so we're losing $15 with ace king. Therefore, any ace X that we shove down here, doesn't matter which one it is, if our opponent has pocket twos, we're losing money. Let's have a look. There you go, no improvement. So pocket twos sits on us and gives us 52.48, which is break even, or just over break even, versus ace king, which loses 135. We lose $15 in 100 games. How's that? Now, this means, what if we're in a situation, flop is 5, 6, 7, and we'll call it rainbow, and we hold Jack 8. Alright, so we've got a open-ended straight draw. Now, open-ended straight draws on the flop win, what, 2+2, 40% of the time? I doubt they even end that much. Anyway, we'll do it in poker stoves, so then we just know what they win. Right over here. So we're going to change these. Clear. So we're going to give us Jack 8, offset. And we're going to give the board 5, 6, 7 rainbow. And we can do that because obviously we're winning there. However, if our opponent has pocket fives, gives him a hand he's never folding, ever. Alright, assuming he didn't go all in pre-flop, because that way we wouldn't even be playing the hand, but if he doesn't go all in pre-flop and he's got pocket fives, and now we're going to evaluate, and we're a dog, we're 24%. So, clearly, if we win 24% of the time, and it's going to take us out of the game, we're making a really dumb bet. However, what if we, we'll change it a bit just so it's not quite so bad. What if we give him 6-5, 2 pair? What if we give him 8-6, no, 9-6, 10-6. 10-6, yeah. Because you'd have to get 8-9 then to make it straight, so you'd have to get runner. Alright, so put that in. And now it's a bit closer. So we still only win 48% of the time. And as we just know, so if we put this here, we hold Jack 8 and Bill 10-6 equals 48.18% equals dollars. So 48% is going to give us what? Another losing hand. So if we have a look here, we've got 48.18 times 2.86. equals 137. Won't bother about the odd cents. So there you can see we've still got a losing hand with a straight. So what if we do it with a flush draw? So we make our Jack 8 suited. Jack 8. Okay. And we'll just change that to that. And now we've got a flush draw. And if you actually specifically want to make it the specific flush, we can do that too. Let's have a look. Cards. So what do we have? Jack 8 specifically. Okay, 8. Now once we've specifically got Jack 8, it says we're winning 32% of the time. Well, as we know, 28% of the time wasn't going to do us much good. 32% is going to do us not much good either. Well, that was 48. But because we've gone specifically to the flush draw, we're 32% exactly. So all you people that go all in on your flush draws, you're making a mistake. So let's just have a look at that. We've got, go in here, clear, and we're 32.57 times 2.86 equals $93. Wow. Oh, hang on. Whoops. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, shit. Fair income. I'm just so dumb sometimes. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked this right up. So, let's change it. Get it back to where it should be. Well, there's a flush draw there that's winning big time over this Jack 8 offsuit. But that's because he's counterfeited the Jack 8 offsuit. So, let's change that again to 10-6. Let's see what we get. Alright, now we're winning big time over top pair. Alright. But oh, hang on, no, we've got both draws there, so we have to stop that from being a draw. We make that king 8. Oh no, no. Careful. Clear. King 2. Alright, so we're just basically after the flush draw, nothing else. Now, sorry, totally confused there, totally got it wrong. Alright, so here we have a flush draw, only a flush draw versus second pair. Alright, and for some reason we've got it. Okay. Right, so the flush draw is 44%. So flush draw with no other draw equals 44%, 44.7%. So we have calculator, clear 44.7 times 2.86 equals $127. 127.8. Alright, also a losing hand. So when we've got losing hands, Now, if we do, oh, that's what we had done before, so we'll just go to the rest of this. So we know that a straight out open-end straight draw is losing its money if we shove. We know an open-ended, correction, is the straight out flush draw with no other draws is losing its money if we shove. Alright, because if we shove it 100 times, we don't win the full bank of money that we want to win. We win less. Alright, so, and it varies depending on our opponent. On this particular draw here, if we're against trips, we're only winning 30%, and if we're against two pair, we're probably winning 40%, something like that. So, so here with a flush draw and no other draw, we're only winning 44%. What we want is something that wins 50% or better. And ideally, to be fully profitable, we need to win 52.640%. Alright, so let's give us a straight draw and a flush draw. So an open-ended straight draw and a flush draw is Jack-8 suited. So if we do that now, we're winning 52.66. So there's what we need. We need OESD plus FD equals 52.66. Okay. Now if we add that up, we'll get the dollars. And here we go. Clear. 52.66 times 2.86 equals. And we're break even. 150.60. Alright. Yeehaw. So flush draw combined with straight draw wins us 52% of the time, which is just break even. Alright? Therefore, that's what we need to be playing for. And anything less than that is wrong. So we need open-ended straight draws and flush draws, which we don't ever fold if they're joined together. And we need pocket twos, which we don't ever fold. And if we do those two things, we should end up with a profit. Now, the next thing to look at is, what if we're short stacked? Well, when we're short stacked, it's a bit different. We have to have other things there. So, what if we're down to, say, let's go 18 BB plus, so anything above that, and then no man's land is anywhere between 14 and 18, and then 14 BB minus, and then in between we've got no man's land. Okay, gap there, doesn't look quite so bad. Alright, so equals and equals. So above 18 big blinds, we never take less than 52% flip. Okay? And if we do that, we're never ever losing money in a $1.50 sit and go. This is the point. This is a $1.50 sit and go, not a $150 sit and go, where the rake's a whole lot less. This is what the coaches don't get, and the coaches don't tell you about, and they certainly have never told me about this. And I just decided to work this shit out because it sucks. Alright, we'll leave no man's land alone for a bit. Now, I think we need a bit more space here. Now 14 big blinds or less. Now particularly if we're the 14, therefore the opponent is much more usually. But so if we less than the opponent, we should still try for 52%. Whoops. In my opinion. Alright, I might be wrong there. Okay. Now, if opponent is less than 14, we can try for lower flips. Right, I need to move this over a bit more room. Alright, now let's see if you can understand what I'm saying there. What if the opponent, well, correction, if we are less than 14, we don't want to be flipping with anything less than pocket twos because we need to win 52% of the time. However, if the opponent is less than 14, we can flip with less than that because we know we're 47% versus a pocket pair with ace, king, etc. So when we shove ace, king, we win $135, alright, for the times we win. However, because we're less than the opponent, we don't. We only win chips. We don't win dollars. So when we're less than the opponent, we're flipping for chips and we're trying to make chips. We're trying to double up. Once we double up, we're back to a 52% flip again. So I think if we're less than 14%, less than 14 big blinds, correction, if our opponent is less than 14 big blinds, we can take on the lower flip. So we could probably flip all ace X. Now, however, if he open shoves first, we can't take the flip. We should fold. And that's going to suck a bit because it's pretty hard to fold ace king. But we need to know what he's flipping with. So when he flips and we call him with correctly, and we'll see what he's flipping with. Now, if he's flipping only with pocket pairs, then ace king's a very easy fold. However, if we've got more chips than our opponent, say 100 more chips, say we've got 600 and he's got 400, or we've got 550 and he's got 450, correction, 550, 450, yeah, because there's only 1,000 chips. So we've got more chips than him. We can take a lighter flip, but if we've only got 100 more chips than him, when we lose the flip, we've only got 100 chips left. And that puts us instantly down to 3 or 4 big blinds. So when we get to 3 or 4 big blinds, as everyone says, you're playing Nash. Well, you can try and play a little bit tighter than Nash, but basically, yeah, you just need to get lucky. And really, just about any 2 cards at 3 or 4 big blinds is probably a good open shove pre-flop. However, if your opponent shoves into you, 2-3 off isn't going to be a great hand to be calling with. It doesn't beat anything much. Obviously, any ace, any king, any queen, you just insta-call. So at 3 big blinds, you haven't got a lot of places to go. So let's just have a look. By the time we get to 3 big blinds, we're going to lose a half a big blind if we're in the small blind, if we fold. So a small blind fold's not the end of the world. And if we're in the big blind and we've got 3 big blinds, that means we're only going to have 2 left. if we fold. So we really don't want to be folding much. So I would think we're probably calling at least 80% of the time, which means overall we're probably losing the game, but you know, we do the best we can. We hope that we only got short stacked because we just got beat on a bad flip, and where the flip went against us instead of for us. For instance, we had pocket twos, the opponent had ace jack or ace 7 or ace 2 or queen 10 or 10 9 or whatever, and we lose. Result is that we haven't made a bad flip, and we end up short stacked because we're doing the right thing. So there you go. Alright, well, I'm now going to go and put this into practice and see if we can prove what's going on. But I've been going half an hour, that'll do. I'll do it on a different video, and we'll do it a bit later. Okay, cheers.